The Highlanders have been shaking the hell out of the lucky stick in the last few weeks, winning their previous 3 matches from less than 2 points at a greatest of 2 points. And now they face their toughest opponents so far this season, the team that beat them back in round 1, the Blues. Hello, run and welcome along to Cornflakes Group, your home of Rugby Challenge 2 and the Highlanders career mode, where we are up to round 9 of the competition now and face up against the team that smashed us 17-0 in round 1, our only loss so far this season. But we're really using up a lot of our luck so far as well, that goes with that. But the Blues are flying high, as you'd expect. Last 2 weeks, they got big wins, 32-12 over the Crusaders and 15-10 over the Hurricanes. They sit top of the New Zealand Conference with 28 points and are looking, well, piles better than anything else that's come from the New Zealand Conference so far. They've got a few changes from their last team. Of course, the Australian is still in there, not Dan Carter, but Carter, the Australian at number 5, and Ta'avaro at number 3, the prop starting for the Blues. Of course, their bench is amazing when they have the players like Luatua, Kaino, Barrett, Piatel, Gibson Park, Moala and Jackson Willison all occupying the pine at the moment for the Blues. That gives them great depth throughout their squad. Speaking of great depth is the Highlanders, and they'll be welcoming back one man today with open arms. That is Francois Holgard, finally back from injury after being injured twice already in this season. They've had a few changes to their back line as well, with Rennie Ranger moving out one to the right wing, Jason Emery coming into the squad to fill the outside centre jersey. Ben Smith is still there at fullback, and Ohio West is doing a great job with their number 12 jersey. And with Holgard coming in, he's starting at scrum half. He will be replacing Aaron Smith, who's taking a rest this week, and we'll see how Holgard goes in that number 9 jumper. So the Highlanders will hope their luck hasn't quite run out yet after their last 3 weeks, winning by just 1 and 2 points. But today will be interesting. The Blues will kick off. Benji Marshall gets round 9 of the Super Rugby underway for 2014, and Rob Shaw and his Highlander buddies get right in there and get the first ruck underway, and they win their possession back brilliantly. Here's Holgard, back from injury, finally launching something here. Brilliant, nicely done too for the Highlanders. Ohio West just about scrapes through a little gap. Here's Afoa, nicely passed out to Rennie Ranger on the right wing. He kicks ahead, wobbly old one, but it's bounced nicely. And Jason Emery was screaming up behind. A bit of a touch finder there from Rennie Ranger. Don't know what quite happened. Not the best of kicks. Now playing on the right wing. See how he goes there, will be interesting. Of course, his time at outside centre has seen him make many line breaks, but not combined. Here's Holgard, takes it down from a stolen line out. Sexton, good pass. Here's West. Oh, this man is just breaking lines like he does it in his spare time. Gets taken down inside the 22. Dixon, oh, good ball to Sherwin Stowers. Stowers for the corner. Try for the Highlanders. What a start to this match for the Highlanders. Sherwin Stowers has been scoring tries like no one else, and he dots down for another one. And the Highlanders take an early lead over the Blues. At least today they've scored some points. Remember, round 1 they got beaten 17-0. So this time they get the first points on the board with a great try. Of course, playing in their away kit of the green today. Both teams with blue kits normally. But it is the green, the away strip, as we're playing at Eden Park. The Highlanders. Sherwin Stowers, leading try scorer for the Highlanders. Gets the first one in the match. So it's a quiet day here at Eden Park. Very, very calm. And the kick from Sexton is a ripper. From wide out, no breeze. And he slots it to give the Highlanders a 7-0 lead over the Blues. Round 9 of Super Rugby 2014. This would be a massive win if the Highlanders can pick this one up. It's kicked off from Marshall. Matera takes it down brilliantly, and they look to the left side. They go straight out to Stowers. And Stowers on a lie. That is quite a matchup. mouth-watering prospect between those two as it's turnover from the Blues. Now this is their first use of the ball. Big hit coming in there. It's for offside though. The tackler, whoever that was, as Marshall gets hammered from Coltman. High tackle coming from the hooker. And the Highlanders lose their way a touch there and offside. Oh, there was a massive hit on Luke Braid. And then Coltman cleaning up Marshall, trying to recover. Loose pass from the high tackle. There's kick downfield. Matera tries to hope it stays in. Of course, fantastic 2014 kits for both teams. Highlanders, of course, not much different. The Blues look fantastic. It's Mealamu who will take the line out. He goes to the back. It's taken from Luke Braid. The man who got smashed and started all the mess. They go onto the right wing, and it's Halai who gets taken over the touchline, but before throwing it in, Weepu goes for a bit of a run and puts up a bomb. This is testing times here. But Ranger goes up for it nicely and takes it down in the tackle. The Highlanders are going to struggle here, but they get it back. Just in time, Mealamu was there raking at someone at the back. And Sexton kicks it into a slight breeze against him. Down to Benji Marshall, who will run it back. Oh, he runs nicely too. Gives it to Halai. Back inside for Noakes. And a good chance here. The Highlanders have got numbers to the ruck. They could get this ball back very quickly. Luke Braid tries to rescue the situation, but Sexton finds himself. So the ball at the back. Pops it out on Mealamu's intercepted. Away for Arki. Oh, so close to their own line here. The Highlanders. The Blues are knocking into the door. Ta'avaso gives it to Mealamu. He tries to rumble through the middle. Highlanders try to turn the ball over. Here's Nonu. Ex-Highlander. Oh, that is fitting as Nonu's gone down with an injury against his former club. There'll be no terrorising them yet. Not this match. Jackson Willison, adequate replacement, will come on at inside centre to replace the injured Nonu.
Crouch.
That's a bit of a blow for the Blues. Touch. Any injury is a blow, but
Seth.
an All Black Nonu have a scrum to restart play. Weepu puts it in, and at the back is Edwards waiting for it. Now it's back here for Weepu. He's going to go short side. Gives it nicely off to Arki, who pops it to the left side for Visania. Let's take it down inside the 22 again. The Highlanders dedicating numbers. Can't get away. Weepu goes inside the little short side. Oh, brilliant ball! And Noakes will score for the Blues. That is a sensational pass. And just a little gap, and through he went. Watch this replay. Weepu drew the defence. I think he created the gap. Matera and Dixon had him, but Sexton was involved, and there was just a massive hole between, looked like two forwards. We'll have another look. The Bahamahina looked like he was involved there in the big gap. There was the pass. Yes, it was. The big lock. Court's a bit flat-footed. And a good run there from Noakes going straight through, getting the Blues back in this match. And BG Marshall adapting to his role at fullback, has a chance to even things up here with the conversion attempt, which he nails. Makes it 7 apiece here as we head over the half an hour mark. 7-all, the Blues and the Highlanders tied up here. Another close match for the Highlanders fans. Not surprised, there might be some dying soon of heart attacks, eating their fingernails till they're bleeding just about. As a good takedown from Halai. The Highlanders are all over him brilliantly, to the point that they'll turn it over with a slow ball. Sexton, Bahamahina looking to make up for that missed tackle on defence, but he might have just lost the ball for his team, and they have. They spin it out wide very quickly. Arki pops it back inside for Molly, and he gets hammered. Good tackle on Molly. Still coming back for the Blues and Weepu. He's going to go short side, pops it back in again with Edwards. Going through a number of tackles. Again, the Blues very quickly recycling the ball. Ta'avaso trying to go through Molly again.
Advantage.
There's an offside penalty here. Advantage to the Blues as Rob Shaw intercepts for the Highlanders. And we'll be going back for the offside against Liam Coltman. Didn't quite catch that there. Marshall will kick it into touch. And that will signal half-time too. The buzzer was going. Almost an innocuous ending to that first half. The Blues and the Highlanders all tied up 7 apiece. And even throughout the position and territory stakes, 52-43 for the Blues. The one high tackle from the Highlanders, of course. And apart from that, it's a pretty clean, pretty tight-fought match between these two sides. Handling errors, 3 from the Blues, just 1 from the Highlanders. Yet they haven't finished much of their plays. The forward pack of the Blues has been very good, especially the youngster Ta'abaro on the front row. He has played very well and keeping them in the running of this match. Mialamu also playing very well for the Blues. And 7-all, it's all tied up. Much better than the 17-0 that the Highlanders suffered in round 1. And after that first half, they can keep their heads about them. They could be in for a revenge win over the high-flying New Zealand Conference leaders. Let's get back down the second half. The Highlanders and the Blues tied up at 7-all. Sexton will kick off. The Highlanders now have the slight breeze just behind them, which will be interesting. Sexton kicks off to the left side again. Stowers is waiting. Oh, but again, brilliantly taken from Halai. And they swing it away through the midfield. This has to be a turnover, surely. Rob Shaw comes away with it nicely. Bahamahina. Emery, who's been quiet, but so is Ranger. Ranger's breaking the line. He's chipped ahead. Sexton's giving chase. It's Sexton against the left wing of Vassanier. And a brilliant take and tackle puts Vassanier into touch. And that is going to be a 5-metre scrum. Vassanier putting it down in goal. And the Highlanders with a massive chance to hit the lead here. Vassanier was miles off his wing too to save that try. Here's Hoggard. Hoggard goes himself, very close to the line. Francois Hoggard can't get there. Oh, and he's lost the ball. That is poor play from the scrum half as Mialamu goes straight through Ranger. He's put in a big gap for the man we just talked about, Vassanier. And look at this, it's Noakes going away. Chris Noakes for number 2. Can he get there? Big chase coming in from Ranger. He forces him to pass, and the Blues end up spreading it wide. It's the man Jackson Willison, the substitute. Oh, brilliant defence from the Highlanders. They've gone way back, but they're still in this game. Noakes away to Mialamu, who gets taken down from Sexton.
Release.
The Highlanders battling hard here. Pops it up. Oh, a massive high tackle on Carter from their man. Francois Hoggard tried to spark something. He'll be annoyed that he got that ball turned over. And this is a chance here for the Blues to take the lead from the boot of Marshall. So we'll give him a 3-point lead. 53 gone. Marshall right out in front, sinks the kick, too easy. 10-7 now. The Blues take the lead. And this is developing into quite a rivalry between these teams. 53 gone. Sexton back a halfway. Not really the start the Highlanders would have had in mind. Sexton kicks off again. The Highlanders this time go deep into the 22 of the Blues, and it's Vassanier who kicks it away. Not a bad kick, splitting the wingers and the fullbacks apart. Oh, Stowers is in trouble. What's a chase coming in? Oh, and it's turned over from Moley. Brilliant ball to Willison. And just about got away too. Hoggard's turned it over, and he tries to get away. He'll be into touch. Oh, big shoulder charge coming in from Weepu. Just diving at the player. And Hoggard thought he was away there. He's a quick man. A little scrum half. He thought he was gone. Mialamu with the line out. Goes nicely to the back, and it is Carter. Now it is with Noakes trying to force his way through. He's played well today, Noakes, but he's lost the ball. Alfo has turned it over. Emery, who's been quiet, goes charging into midfield. Slow ball coming back for the Highlanders. Hogarth, that man's offside. Hogarth's through the hole. Now can he launch anything for his teammates? Kicks wide for Stowers. Stowers is screaming up the wing, but has speed them all into touch. And that is a good result from Francois Hogarth. Really adding something to this Highlanders team with his pace and explosiveness. Out of the back of rucks. Again, it's Mialamu. This time he's under pressure. And again, it's taken nicely from Molly. And it's going to be, it is the big front row we talked about at half-time that was playing well as Braid goes through a hole.
Release.
Tavaru is playing very well. Oh, and another shoulder charge. This time it's Alfoa. And he's going to let the Blues off the hook here. So he'll have a chance to kick this away. And with just 14 minutes remaining, that could be a killer blow. Marshall kicks it away. Down to halfway he goes. Nice kick. The pressure now right back on the Highlanders as they trail by 3. Trying to keep their season intact. Mialamu's been good with the lineouts. Oh, as I say that, he's lost it. Hogarth gives it to Matera. He's launching the counter-attack from the back line. Sexton, nice ball to Rob Shaw. Now it's a high tackle. High tackle from Key. Oh, this is controversial. All the high tackles the Highlanders have made. Key makes one, and he's in the bin. Oh, what a telling time this could be for the Highlanders. Sexton, he's going to kick for the corner. Oh my goodness, he's made a schoolboy error as well, and he hasn't put it out. Molly gets it. Vahamahina puts a tackle on him. The Highlanders want the ball. They're not going to get it though, and time is ticking very quickly now. Weepu, he'll go for a run himself. The Highlanders need this ball. They dedicated a lot of players, and they get it, and they get an offside penalty. Hogarth to Dixon. Emery, Emery's breaking the line. Here's Jason Emery. Oh, he's just popped it out to Halai, and that has ruined the massive chance. Pratley pops it inside, and Edwards goes to ground.
Release.
That was the try to be scored right there. Here's Tavaro, the man who's been very good in the front row, the youngster. 76 minutes gone. Edwards will play halfback. Oh, advantage to the Blues, offside against Willison. The man tackled. And now the Blues will look to launch it away through Carter. Surely that's advantage over. Now it is. And it's Mialamu who's breaking the line. Highlanders can't get the ball here. Weepu gives it to Willison. Oh, big clothesline. 80 minutes gone. The Highlanders will fall finally to their nemesis, the Blues. All they have to do is kick this out. They're making a change. Famuina coming on for Ta'avaro. He's played very well, even though he messed up his name multiple times. All Marshall has to do is kick this out, and the Blues will win it. The Highlanders have really munched up their chances here. The full time goes, and the Blues do the double over the Highlanders. The lucky charm of the Highlanders couldn't do it this time, and they hang on by 3 points, much closer than the 17-0 thrashing from earlier in the season. But that is a hard-fought win for the Blues. The Highlanders will be distraught. They had chances. Emery had the biggest of all. Just couldn't get it done. The Blues win by 3. And the Highlanders fall another loss now to the Blues. They're second to the same team. Just that penalty from Marshall, the difference. They really hammered hard. Emery probably should have looked to pass sooner rather than stepping his own way through. It cost them in the end, but the penalties and high tackles will be really what cost them. The Blues get the points through Noakes' try, Marshall the conversion, and Marshall the penalty. The Highlanders, on the other hand, try for Stowers and the conversion from Sexton. The position was in favour of the Blues. There's a lot about that, 59%. But the Highlanders had all the territory, 64. It's often the way. You have the ball, you don't have the field. But you have the field and you don't get the ball. Handling errors 5-3. A clean match, really. And the yellow card, 1-2 are key. And thankfully for the Blues, didn't cost them the match. It just about did, though. As Emery, well, that will haunt him for weeks to come, the young Emery. But hopefully we'll see him bigger and better next week if he remains in the squad. Let's see how the other matches have panned out and what the scores and the tables look like now. The Highlanders were third, the Blues first. Of course, they get a bonus point for losing within 7 as well. Let's have a look. So that is complete round 9. And we can have a look at the results from the other matches around the globe. The Crusaders went down to the Reds. Big result there. Waratahs beating the Hurricanes. Not such a good week here for the New Zealand teams. The Blues, 3-point winners we just witnessed over the Highlanders. The Sharks pounding the Melbourne Rebels. The Brumbies losing to the Chiefs. A bit back for the New Zealand teams. But that's really not good news for the Highlanders though. The Bulls 24-10 over the Lions, and the Cheetahs 41-17. Wow, massive win over the Stormers. The standings. Well, I don't know what's happening here, but we're all on 7 matches. That means the Highlanders have the first match of the round. Well, that'd be round 10. So that means we're all on level standings here, and the Blues are miles out in front now. 10 points ahead of the second place Highlanders. That is a massive lead and a really big task here, considering the Highlanders won't play the Blues anymore. They'll have to rely on other teams to beat the Blues if they're to catch up with that lead they have. The Hurricanes sit third on 22 points, and that is, I guess, virtue that they have lost 3 games, whereas the Highlanders have only lost 2. But the bonus points, again, the difference. The Hurricanes have a win worth of bonus points there, keeping them right up with the Highlanders. The Chiefs now right on the coattails with that win, big win, and that sees them on 20 points as well. The Crusaders, though, the once great Crusaders, struggling down the bottom with just 8 points. Other conferences, keep in mind here, the Highlanders are on 22 points, so of course there is the top 3 pool winners or conference winners and the best place, second place team. So as we look at it now, the Sharks lead there on 27, they would qualify. The Cheetahs would beat the Highlanders as the second place team on 23. Bulls 16, Stormers 6, and Lions yet to register a point. In Australia, the same thing. Brumbies 29, Waratahs, well, they are the best second place team now on 25. Reds right there on 21. The Force 12, and the Rebels rounded out with 6. But this is where it gets interesting now. They travel to the Forsyth Bar back home to face the Brumbies. This is going to be a massive win. The Brumbies, one of the best teams, the leading Australian conference side, and this will be a big task. They couldn't beat the Blues. That'll really make them unhappy. The Highlanders, they've choked when it mattered, and the squad, they look like a dream team that's coming apart. So we need to think, who are we going to be signing next season to improve this team? Where are we lacking? That is the question, and that is, well, really up to all you guys watching. And that wraps us up for round 9. Stick around, round 10 will be coming up soon. The Highlanders versus the Brumbies. Stay tuned for that, and I will see you all very soon. Hope you've enjoyed today's match, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you love the series, you like the career mode, and we may well be starting another one very soon as well, so keep an eye out for that, and I'll see you all next time. Highlanders, Brumbies, Forsyth Bar. Round 10. Until then, take care.